Welcome back, everyone, to the NJCAAE. This regular season is, of course, brought to you by Esports. You as well can never forget that. My name is Paul, also joined here today by Boxy. So, get to bring back the La Foxy cast, as you and I always call that, a good running joke of ours. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing fine. It's been a long day. It's already 1:30 a.m. for me, but other than that, I'm really excited. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. We've got two intriguing teams. We could probably dive a bit deeper once we get into the actual game, of course. It is Trinity Valley versus Three Rivers, and these are two teams who I'm not quite familiar with, so we really could be expecting just a wild card night for this best of three. It's going to be Chalet, Coastline, and Village. Just a quick just statement there to let everyone know what the three maps are tonight for Rainbow Six Siege, and I think we have all 10 players readied up as well, so we can probably get the game underway in just a few short moments. We got some very interesting map bans altogether, Boxy. So do you
Yeah.
think that the operator bans will be just as insane, or do you think we'll see some defaults there in that manner?
I mean, so from what we've heard pre-game, the players were not very experienced in comp, so I do think we kind of see some funky bans, as Twitter would call it. Uh, but we're going to game anyway. So I do think that we are going to see some interesting bans. I kind of want to know what the map bans were themselves. We didn't quite get to see them, but like you said, Chalet, Coastline, Villa. And what do you think the first one is?
I'm thinking maybe not that sure, perhaps. Yeah, no, I didn't think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Jackal's gonna be banned. That does make a bit of sense. I mean, the roam game can be quite potent on a map such as Chalet, but I feel like if you are going to ban someone who is impactful for clearing out that roam game, it should be something like a Lion, perhaps. I feel like he's very helpful throughout the entire round, not just the early game. So if you still have those Lion scanners on the board in the late round, you can utilize that during an execute or like a post plant position as an attacker. A buck ban being followed up, which I don't really hate. Stop destruction is very important on Coast, or pardon on Chalet, my mistake. But having Thatcher on the board now because of that, definitely a bit odd, but whatever. Better than another band perhaps we could have seen there. Could have been some pretty bad ones, Boxy.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I don't hate the bug ban either. I think it can be quite good, or Buck rather can be quite good on Chalet, but Cade will get banned. So, Thatcher is still up, Cade is banned. I don't know, that seems kind of redundant. Thorn will be the last one banned. I assume Thorn is not allowed to be used anyways, but it is what it is.
So maybe they do not know that, perhaps. Yeah, very intriguing ban list. Mira's on the board, while Mai is on the board. You mentioned the Thatcher, so is Maverick. Literally every hard breacher is available to
Yep.
Trinity. So I feel like because of this ban set, we're going to have a very attacker-sided Chalet. I mean, it already is technically attacker-sided, but that is going to be reinforced tenfold because of the operators that are available for tonight's matchup. And man, the lineup here by Three Rivers is just screaming rank to me. This is something I have not seen in a long time. The Doc and Rook combo, that is man, that's a classic. That is a throwback, Boxy.
Yeah, agreed. And you were speaking about how it's going to be so very attacker sided. And, I know you've been watching some Invitational, and the grenade meta has just been so prevalent. So I do think that, defenders kind of stand no chance here. I do think if the players know of the grenade meta, the yellow ping kill through floor that we have been seeing for pretty much all of the, how many was it? Was it 130 games of invite so far? I think we were talking about
Yes.
that earlier. Yeah, 130 maps played so far. So I think that if the players have seen any of that, they know that grenades are so very strong right now paired with yellow ping, and they could be absolutely devastating to the defense throughout the game. But interesting reinforcement early coming in from the pulse there. What do you think about that, fellow?
It's not very good because normally you put a rotation hole on one of those two walls. And they made that rotate hole.
Okay.
Okay, Raider 04. If they open up the back wine wall, as Max is highlighting us here, as he's a very good observer, he's great at his job. That is a long sight line between both sites, which is something you should never have for an attacking team. That is just incredibly overpowered. And it looks like Trinity will be opting to get that back snowmobile wall opened up first and foremost. Maybe they'll rotate around towards wine or blue. Later on, the Nitro Cell being prepped out, but I think they were able to shoot it out at just the right time. No detonation there for the defense of Three Rivers. So still not 5-on-5, and you already have a fair amount of sightlines gathered here for Trinity. Let's see what the Three Rivers can now do to try to slow down this assault so far.
Strong